G-O-G, garden of good creativity. We get free, be me, work it effortlessly. Do what you love and then allow the prosperity. You got this. Make good, make it your own. You know you got the power in your mind, heart, body, and soul to grow dreams, grow faith, grow you. Create authentically in the garden of good. Live, live, and love. In a garden gonna dig big and trust. In the garden gonna create, elevate, celebrate, and love. To the garden. Love, 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 love. Welcome to the Garden of Good. I'm Amy Steinberg. This is my home in Asheville, North Carolina, and I am so glad to see all my friends here for an evening of creative expression. I am literally just off of the road from Florida.
Parasympathetic. Oh, shoot.
Lisa's
Parasympathetic
got
nervous
it.
system.
Parasympathetic nervous system, the part of us that calms, the part of us that breathes deeply and becomes present. So you're going to know this. I'm going to do a little mashup for you because we're talking about dreams today and coming home to our dream home within. Ease on down the road. I know you know it. Come on in. Ease on down the road. Yeah. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Come on and ease on down the road. Come on, sing it with me. Ease on down the road. You got it. Ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Ease on down the road. Somewhere over the rainbow, you know it. Way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Come on. Somewhere over the rainbow. I hope you're singing it out. Bluebirds fly. Make it your own. Nobody can hear you. If birds fly over the rainbow, then why can't I? Come on in, ease on down the road. Yeah, come on. Is it ease on down the road? Like I'm bouncing around. Oh, don't you carry nothing that might be low. Come on and ease on down the road. Hey, we're in the garden now. Do you feel it? All right, I want to see some. I just short-term memory loss. I just forgot that I did that. Okay. I like to do this every week to remind myself what I'm doing here. And it's really interesting when I try to describe what I'm doing here in the garden and what I'm doing here with the roots and fruits and all the things. So, you know, but somebody might happen upon this video that doesn't know, I wrote a book called Make Good, and most of you have it. You can get it on Amazon. Make Good is a collection of 44 prompts, and it's a way to ask yourself how you feel about 4 areas of your life: your mind, your heart, your mind, your body, and your soul. And we've just completed the heart quarter. I've just sectioned it off throughout the year. We're going to do the whole year. And now we're in the mind quarter. And so we're talking about things like imagination and dreams and sky and, you know, air sign vibes. And it's spring. So the topic today is dreams. This is, you guys all know this, but I like to remind us like what we're doing here. And you know, this is the quarters right here. And each quarter I invite you to grab a root and a fruit, meaning pick something that you want to work on the inside and something that you want to manifest on the outside. And my root for this quarter is dedication. And my fruit is the story about the dollhouse, the story of how I made the dollhouse. And I am 50 pages in, y'all. Come on, come on. I wrote when I was just visiting in Florida, and I'm very excited about the journey for myself. I hope that you have a journey that you're working on, that you have a dream, a goal, something solid. Do you? Kindness first in the garden. Always be very gentle and kind to yourself. Just open you to some joy tonight. Let's have a little bit of joy. Everything is your choice, whatever you want to do. I'll give some guidance with our crafting and our drawing and our stuff, but you can do what you want. So you're free to just hang out. You can have your camera on or off, and it is confidential. I will cut out any group stuff for the recording. And of course, I like to remind you, your creative expression is divine. Comparison is the thief of joy. You are loved. Can we unmute for a moment and just repeat after me for a moment? Can you repeat after me? I am loved.
I am loved.
I am
loved.
I am lovable.
I am
Lovable.
And I am loving.
I
am loving.
I am
Loving.
filled with the divine energy of love.
I am
Filled with divine
energy of love.
Yes. And now, as we've decided for the mind quarter, we are going to be having a opening poem. And today we have the beautiful Lisa P.
Hi,
giving
Lisa.
us- Everybody say hi to Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi,
good to see you.
Lisa.
Picking up my Lisa. Thank you.
And go ahead.
You
and
guys
give
are
us
amazing.
Yeah, tell us the opening poem today.
Oh, someone muted me. Okay, I got it. The opening poem is from Ralph Waldo Emerson.
It's okay. You
And
can take a
Yeah.
breath. We're all excited. You know what I mean? We're just excited.
right?
We get excited at the top of the garden. It's like, we get to play.
All right. He said, write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year. He is rich who owns the day, and no one owns the day who allows it to be invaded with fret and anxiety. Finish every day and be done with it. You have done what you could. Some blunders and absurdities, no doubt, crept in. Forget them as soon as you can. Tomorrow is a new day. Begin it well and serenely, with too high a spirit to be cumbered with your old nonsense. This new day is too dear, with its hopes and invitations, to waste a moment on the yesterdays.
Thank you. Thank you so much. In this moment, right here and right now, I recognize the infinite all that is, the divine spirit that is everywhere. Everywhere in each room where each of us is, around us, through us, as us, and we are connected in it. The divine spirit, the love, the wisdom, the creativity that is the divine spirit shines through each of us. And we are guided and inspired by Reverend Amy. It's joy, wisdom, and love to open up to dreams, to open up to wisdom, to open up to the creativity that is there. And it flows and it shines. Every moment unfolds harmoniously, beautifully, joyfully. I know that this gathering of the Garden of Good this evening is wonderful in every way. It is all an expression of the divine. I am grateful for it, and I see it and I feel the love, the joy, the gratitude that unfolds in every moment. It is beautiful. It is good. With a heart full of thanks, I affirm, and so it is. Ashe.
I asked my friend, Dr. Thor, to give me some ideas about dreams. We were talking today, he's my prayer partner, and we were talking about dreams, and the word vision kept coming up because when you dream something, you vision it in this movement, right? You start to see it for yourself, right? A dream isn't something that you see out there, it's something that you envision in your mind. So here's Dr. Thor with idea time for a moment.
Hello to everyone in the garden. I'm Dr. Thor, and I've known Amy for a long time. I've been in the garden myself a couple of times, and I just wanted to say hello to you. Amy asked me this morning to share something about vision, and I was talking with her this morning about how I've just made a vision of mine come true, which was about 8 weeks ago. I made a decision to start a podcast, and it just launched today, so I'm kind of excited about that. And I was thinking about what it takes when you have a vision for something that you want to see in the world, and how much of it do you have to know in advance? And what's interesting to me as I thought about the whole process, if I had, at the very beginning stage, when I was first starting this, if I'd said, you know what, I need to see everything, every detail and imagine it, I probably would have never started. Because what I found along the way was the process of starting the project allowed me to see things that I could have never seen from the start. For instance, when I created the artwork, I used a design firm where you get to see all sorts of different designs that people come up with, and then you get to choose the one you want. And in my mind, when I started this, I kind of had an idea, but it wasn't until I actually saw other people taking what started as my vision, like I described what I wanted, but then when they started to take their own creativity, which they brought to it, and create artwork that was super amazing, that was way beyond what I could have imagined, that's the power of putting yourself out into that field. You know, in the universe, the quantum field, all of these possibilities exist. But if I stay on the sideline and I don't start to put myself out into that field, out into where those possibilities exist, then I'm not connecting with that. So my sort of takeaway for me is you have to put yourself out into the field. You have to start taking those steps. And once you do, all these other things that were possible for you, they now see the energy of you connecting. Like, if this is me, this is where I want to go here. If I start taking steps towards that, this thing goes, oh, Thor wants to come towards me, so it makes that motion towards me. That's the law of attraction. So by me taking that energy towards my vision starts to move towards me. I'm thinking about this in the context of what the work that Amy does in the garden, where if you're working on a project, an art project, maybe she has you cutting pieces of paper and putting them together. She has a vision of where it's going to go, like what you're making. But it's also interesting because I've been with her when she's done these, where the vision changes, and you see in the process of doing it, new ways of doing it, new ways to explore it and make it interesting. So what that tells me is we can have an idea, we can have a vision up here of what we want, but as we move towards it, there may be new things that come into our experience that go, oh, maybe this is the way it's going to be. So now you move towards that, and ultimately you're going to move towards the thing you want. But the important point is not to get so wrapped up in thinking it has to be a certain way, but to allow it to unfold. And so when you're working in a project with artwork and you're cutting things, you may find that you cut it a certain way that wasn't the original plan, but it's something that guides you in that moment to do it that particular way. And ultimately that becomes more satisfying. So as you think about what your vision is for the thing you want, yes, have a picture of it. Know what it feels like. I knew what I wanted my podcast to feel like, but don't hold on to it so tightly that you can't see other possibilities that happen along the way, and be willing for those other possibilities to be equally exciting to you, and know that ultimately what you are being led to is the best expression of what your idea is, the best expression of what it wants to be. And sometimes if we're just standing here and we don't take movement towards that, we're never going to reach it. So my takeaway is, yes, have that vision, but make the progress. Start doing things. Get into the field, get into the game, start doing the things that move you towards that. If you're with the scissors, start cutting paper, start drawing, because that's where you're going to discover what takes you to your next vision. Namaste.
That's my prayer partner, Dr. Thor, and he has just started, like he said, his podcast, and I am so excited for him. If you know anybody whose kids have just gone to college and it's very specifically sort of toward people who are looking for their next, their next dream, their next experience. And I had to share based on what he was saying and, this idea of like take the steps toward your dream one step at a time. I had to share the actual dreams page in the book. If you don't have the book, if you do have the book, I wonder if you've read it yet, but I just love this story. I'll tell you in a nutshell what I wrote about. I actually wrote about the art piece. This is an art piece that I created kind of for my inner child because I was having a memory of the ice cream truck and what it felt like when the ice cream truck would come, like the joy that would bubble up inside of me. So I created this ice cream truck painting, like just out of joy. And then a friend of mine, actually Reverend Christy Snow's wife, Angie, wrote to me and said, that piece that you just posted looks just like an ice cream truck from a friend of mine who runs a business in Charlotte. You should send her a picture of it. I think she might want that piece of art. And it looked so much like her ice cream truck. This woman had started her own business at ice cream truck, and she wound up buying the piece of art. So that story is just one of those beautiful, follow your bliss and it will lead to something else. It's just one of those cool ideas. So enjoy this little story in here. It was really, really cool. And I just love that piece. Anyway, so I am going to give away today a gift. I'm going to give one of my journals away. And I think what we're going to try is, buddy, are we ready to doodle our dream house? The way to do this is to get your journal out and some markers. We're going to go into our first little creative expression here. And it's going to be doodling the dream house. We're going to be making a dream house today. And we're also going to be making the yellow brick road that leads up to the dream house. So let's start with the heart, because that's how we started this whole Garden of Good journey, right? We started with the heart. So let's just make a heart. This is the heart of our house, the house that and I want to remind you, if you're going to color, to put a piece of paper underneath your paper so that if it bleeds through, because I'm a bleeder, I dig in with my markers. Start with a heart, any color you want. And it is the center of your house of dreams. This is your dream house. Now, what does your dream house look like? It can be any shape. It can be any size. I'm just going to be sort of simple with mine and just and this is the dream house. This is the space in your heart. This is the home in your heart. As I was thinking about dreams all week, I was making a trip home to Florida. I grew up in Florida, and I went to see the houses that I grew up in. For the first time in 30 years, I drove by the houses that I grew up in my teen years. And I had such a profound experience in Florida this past week, and I'm writing about it in my dollhouse book, which is what my fruit is. So home is in our heart. Yes. Can I hear an amen on that? Home is in our heart. So as I tell you what we're doing here, I'm going to give you the basic idea, and then I'm going to go over to do my talk. And while I talk, you can doodle. So what I want you to do is I want you to make a road that goes out like this, because this is going to be your yellow brick road right here. Okay. This is going to be the yellow brick road that leads to the home of your heart. And what you're going to do, your prompt here for this doodle is some kind of cloud over here on the side, and it's going to represent, this cloud over here represents your positive thinking mind. your positive thinking mind. You often hear people say, oh, you're just on a pink cloud, right? So I'm making mine pink, and you can do whatever you want. You can swirl it, you can color it, you can make it whatever you want. And then attached to this cloud is going to be, and I'm just giving you the overview because then I'm going to give you my talk and you guys can play with this idea however you want. Janet's here. Janet just got here. So what I want you to do is I want you to create a rainbow. You're going to use all your colors, red, orange, yellow, green, that goes from your cloud to the other side of your house. And this is just your positive thoughts. And I thought it might be fun for you to sort of like start the rainbow under and make it go over so it looks like it's twisting. And I'm going to tell you this pretty rapidly, and then I'm going to give you my talk while you're coloring. So you can do whatever you want with the rainbow. It was just an idea to have it sort of swirl around itself. I thought that might be fun. But you can do whatever you want with your rainbow. And the rainbow is, I'm just kidding, rainbow. Your rainbow is all the shades of your positive thinking, all of the ways that you use your mind, that you are using your mind to plant good. I thought it would be fun if the blue wrapped around for some reason, because sometimes my blue can wrap around me. Anybody? Can I hear a hallelujah? Sometimes the blue can come on up and wrap around you, but you know what? It's okay, because this too shall pass. We learned that last week, didn't we? So this is me just like doodling a rainbow and wrapping around my blue. And you can color in your house if you want. You can do whatever you want. But as you're listening to me talk about dreams in this next segment here, I want you to continue working on this concept. We're going to cut out our yellow brick road, so don't do anything to this area down here. Just leave that open for the cutting section today. But for now, I want you to just think of this cloud as being your positive mental life. And this rainbow being all the shades of that, your self-care, your self-love, your thoughts of kindness to others, your compassion, the feelings that you feel, good, bad, and ugly. They're all so beautiful. Yes? Is everybody clear on the direction so I can move on to the talk? Direction is a house that is a home of your soul. I know some of you are very creative and you'll have some kind of cabin in the woods or something, I don't know. And then a cloud, which is your positive thoughts. And you can write in here too. You can write like, my positive thoughts is I love myself, right? All is well. All is well is one of my favorite positive thoughts. Just whatever you want to add there. You can just make it your own. And I'm going to go into a little talk. And while I talk, you shall doodle. Yes? Today, we're talking about dreams as you doodle. This is what I've found is that if I give my little tiny talk while you're doodling, it gives you time to sort of fall in love with your drawing, also listen at the same time. So you're exercising your brain in a couple different ways, right? It's pretty cool. Dreams. You know, this t-shirt that I'm wearing, you can't see it, but it says, "You may say I'm a dreamer." It says, "You may say I'm a dreamer." And it was one of my thrift finds this week when I was traveling. I stopped at a couple thrift stores. You know, I love it. And you may say I'm a dreamer. Yes, you may. My dreamer's at. If you're here, you're probably a dreamer. And so my question right out the gate about dreams is, do you have any right now? Do you have any dreams? Have your dreams come true? Do you have something that sort of is an essence of an idea of a dream that you want to hook into, that you want to start to investigate? I've had thoughts about dancing again. Do I want to take a dance class again? Or maybe, is there a dream that's nagging at you? I know I have my dreams nagging at me, and I'm going to tell you all about it. First of all, are you living the dream? And I love that phrase, living the dream, because in New Thought, we do surrender the idea that there's something out there, right? That there's a there, that we get somewhere and then. We don't believe that. We believe it's right now. It's happening right now. The dream is happening as my life right now. You can say that right now. My dreams are now. are right now. I am embodied dreams. I am embodying and believing in myself and my dreams. Yes? There's an urge, okay? It's called emergent evolution in our philosophy. There's an urge to evolve, an urge to shift, an urge to change. Nothing stays the same. Everything is evolving. And there's this urge in all of us. And you might feel it especially strong right now because it's spring. There's something that is bubbling up. Yes? The urge. And I invite you into this urge. If you have this urge and you know what it is, write it on your rainbow as I'm talking. What is your urge? Yes, you may say I'm a dreamer, but I am not the only one. Look at how many gardeners are here today. There's 26 of us here in the garden. We have 26 dreamers from all over this globe right now, dreaming of a good world, a happy world, a joyful world, a world where we're creative, where we're expressed, where we're uplifted, where we have fun, where we play, yes, as adults. I have to tell you, my dream is coming true. I am going to New York. I've been talking about this forever, and I'm going to New York. And my dream, my immediate dream, is that I will sell out at this off-Broadway cabaret venue. There's only 50 seats. I've been doing what I do for 25 years or something. If I can scrounge up 50 bodies from all over that'll come to the city for the weekend and see my brand new one-woman show, Ministar, on June 29th. You know, I see it. I believe it. I believe in myself. I'm excited about it. I haven't played New York in so long, and it's been a dream of mine forever to have a Broadway show. Now, maybe my consciousness isn't there, right? I don't really yet believe that I can have a Broadway show, but my consciousness is there to believe that I can sell out a 50 people venue off Broadway. That's where my consciousness is right now. So guess what? I booked a space. I believe in myself enough to take that step forward. So if you know anyone in the New York area, you must invite them out to this premiere one-woman show that I'm going to do. And I'm sharing about this because this is the week of dreams. This is the week of sharing what big dreams we have. And I have had such an amazing experience this week of going back to my old places that I lived, because check this out. There's this big basket of photographs in my mom's house. And it's a collection of all of the photographs from all the photo albums. For some reason, she took them out of the photo albums and she just put them in this big basket, and they're all mixed up. So there's a picture like of me at my bat mitzvah, and then the next picture is like me when I was 3, or my sister when she was 3. Like it's all of us mixed in, like hundreds of pictures. And I have looked through this basket of pictures multiple times. Well, this time when I was home, I felt such tremendous joy. I felt complete and total joy looking at my upbringing, my life, my family, my parents. The first time I remember looking through the basket in recent years was when my dad passed. And when I looked through those pictures right after my dad passed, every picture was like tainted with grief, right? And time has passed and my consciousness has changed, and I've gone to ministerial school, and I've grown inside myself to see who I am and what, where I came from. And it was so beautiful to go back to those houses and to see only joy, to see and to feel only gratitude for my mother, my father, my siblings. And I just ask you, where is your consciousness right now? If you were to look through a basket of pictures, how would you feel? When's the last time you did that? And when's the last time you asked yourself about your dreams? I invite you today to take a look about that. 1 second to get that video for you, my darling. All right, hold please.
Oh,
Doing
Angel.
technical things. All right. So tell everybody what they are seeing.
This one is actually Pammy's. That one is mine. And then you will see Willow Stars as well will be coming in. These art pieces are pieces from our Hugs program from my daughter's foundation called the Littlest Guru Foundation. They are expressive arts about how we hug the world and how we touch the world around us. Hugs is a program that is humans unconditionally giving service, and it is an unconditional love support system that we give to our community here in Central Florida. This one is Willow Stars. Beautiful display. She used the black background on the canvas, and we came together. And this actually happened at the same time that you started doing the garden, so I was late coming in. So funny that we were on the same vibration in the same modality, and now we are all here with you in the garden here. My personal dream is to be able to stand up with a full armor of God and be a representative for unity among all searching for a home, and publishing my book, The Story That Was Never Told, which is about my daughter passing and the stories I would have told my grandchild had she been born. And I do have grandchildren, and children that are still alive that I want to share the story with. So her program is the Littlest Guru Foundation, and we have about 15 strong right now that come in and do this type of art with us that is not necessarily here and with you right now, but does hold the consciousness as the bigger garden. And this is our vision board back here behind me of us living, and all of us came together to create this at the beginning of the year. And we read it.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys for your patience. All right. So what I did while you guys were in your breakouts was I separated my little journey to the house to this way. There's one right here, which is going to be for your root. And then there's 2 little bricks right here. And then there's 3. And I want you to draw your bricks, because then we're going to cut them out. We're going to cut them out. And then there's 4. So there's 4, 3, 2, 1. And they're going to represent stuff. So what you're going to do, I actually had some kind of gold paper, but you can use yellow brick road, right? And we want to cut just squares that'll fit inside of these holes. So you can go as big or as little as you need to. I'm just kind of going to free cut mine, because I know that they're going to fit, as I make them. So I'm just going to cut out my bricks. And I encourage you to cut out your bricks. And then we'll put on our bricks what we want to put on our bricks. Because I'll guide you through like a little bit of a brickiness. So first what I'm going to do is I want you to think of these bricks as these, in a way, kind of like those shards of light, like the parts and the pieces of the journey for you. And I'm just going to glue mine down. I made a little heart, mind, body, soul for these first bricks. This is sort of like the beginning of the garden, and what we're doing here, by looking at all the different parts of ourselves. This is like the entranceway to the actually I won't talk too much about it. I'll just cut my bricks and be quiet while you cut your bricks and fill in your holes, and then we'll talk about what these bricks are, and we'll write on the bricks and draw on the bricks and stuff. But for right now, I'll just sing for you. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. I am so excited about going to New York, you guys, to do my little cabaret show. And I need y'all to all see for me that it's sold out. Every seat is full. Say it for me. Every seat is full. And of course, I've done this way too fast. So I'm just going to sit here and let you create your little bricks. And I'll talk to you a little bit more about my trip to Florida. Oh my gosh, y'all. It was so good. good. It was so healing to drive by my old houses and just find them to be absolutely beautiful. You know, when I graduated high school, I just wanted to get out of there. I just wanted to get out of there and go north. And going back down there to Southwest Florida, which is on the Gulf of America. Sorry. It's on the Gulf side of Florida. It's quite beautiful. And it looks just like when I grew up. Like the beach is just the same, and the Siesta Key is just as beautiful. And I was able to speak and sing at the Sarasota Cultural Coast Center for Spiritual Living. I got to speak and sing. They want to have me back for a concert. It was so cool. It was so cool. And I am just going to decorate my house while I wait for you all to glue down your bricks. And you'll tell me whenever you have your bricks glued down, go ahead and raise your hand or something like that. Not raise your physical hand, but raise your, you know, your hand so I know that we're all done and ready. I think some of you are as fast as me, right? We've got some hands up. We got some hands up. All right, so those of you who have your hands up, just go ahead and decorate a little bit more your rainbow, your house. You know, maybe write some more positive things in your clouds with some pen. Get your pen out because we're going to start writing in pen on here. So some positive thoughts. All is working out. We are evolving. Love is everywhere. Good is here. Now. There's never not a new now moment. There is never not a new now moment. Anybody thought of that this week at all? There's never not a new now moment. Okay. Are we almost ready to move on? Never not a new now moment. I'm going to trademark that. There is never not a new now moment. There is never not a new now moment. Somewhere over the rainbow. All right, how are we doing? Does everybody have their bricks glued down? Yes? Okay. So these 4 at the base, I want these to represent your heart. So I want you to draw me a heart. Your mind, which is what we're working on now, which is the stars. That's your symbol for the mind, a star of any kind. For the body, I picked a triangle because triangles are representative of matter, right? And also it kind of looks like a body, like a small head and a body, right? Kind of like just feels like body. And then soul is, of course, a circle. And you can write heart, mind, body, soul. This is the entranceway to get to that house, that dream house of your soul. We're looking at it through the prism of these golden bricks here. And these 3 right here, you know what these 3 are? What I'm calling them anyway, and I invite you to make any decisions if you want to do something different, but this is what I want. I want me on the left, write the word me, M-E. M-E, that's you. You are the individuated essence of spirit. And then next to it, I want you to write you, which is the other. You know, the other in any situation, the reflection. It's the other gardeners. It's when you're one-on-one in your relationships, right? And then, of course, I like us instead of we. Let's do us. This is us gardeners. This is us gardeners witnessing for each other, coming together, having fun, right? And then let's skip forward to the first one. And this is going to be your current root, right? So I know my old one was peace, but now mine's dedication. So I'm going to put the word dedication in here. Dedication. And then these 2 are the fruits. One will be the fruit that I've already created, which is my dollhouse. So whatever your fruit was from the first quarter. And then the fruit that I'm working on now, which is the book. and really my one woman show. So I'll put one woman show. And here we have our journey to this home space where all is well, where we love ourselves. Look, performing in New York, sold out. Dreams. Have a dream. Build a dream, even if the dream is just to know which way to go, to know the next
What
right
did you say the
step.
top one was? The
The top
top
one
one?
is your root for this quarter, the thing that you're working on inside of yourself for this
I
quarter.
thought you said the two below there were the root and the fruit.
The two below there are the fruits, the two fruits. So one fruit from the heart section that we've already completed, or that we've almost completed, that we started working on for the first quarter. And then this is the current fruit. Current fruit. At the bottom, the heart, the mind is the star of any kind. The body is a triangle, and then soul is a circle. And this is that the four sections of the book, the four sections of the year, right? This is always, I know we have these sections that we're going through these quarters, but we're always in all of them, right? We're just kind of having fun focusing upon different ones. We're always, and so that's why I like to include the heart still, because it's not like we left the heart behind. We're building upon that heart. And I hope that you are able to, some of you have been here the whole time, and I hope that you're getting looser with your doodles and allowing yourself to have a little bit more fun. Maybe, do something that I don't do. Give yourself, like maybe one of you had added a sun already, but maybe something, a bird in the sky or something that's your own, that make this drawing your own, And I'm just going to put a little bit more yellow on my gold brick road. My brick roads. Yeah. And it's really all about shining that light out in the world. The world needs it right now, There's a lot of pain out there right now. And I realize that this time together is focused upon the positive. Just for this hour, we just come together to remember the good, to celebrate the good, to practice the good, to look at the good, to look for the good. Yes? I am like really enjoying my piece. You guys loving this or what? I'm getting a little bit freer. I'm adding some things to my sun. I'm adding some colors to my clouds. Maybe I'll add some flowers because it's spring, and we can take this out and we can put this on our board if we want. We can make it our own in any way, shape, or form. I like to get a little bit free with my work, get a little bit weird, put some circles, some dots, making my flowers, Think about that dream house, which is your home, which is your soul. And what's so cool about what I'm going through, you guys, with this dollhouse and this writing of this book around my dollhouse, is that I am really learning that I am at home in my own skin no matter where I am. That home, the dollhouse, is a journey back to my own soul. And how beautiful is that? It's just wherever I am, God is. Wherever I am, joy is. Wherever I am, peace is. Wherever I am, creative energy is. Creative essence is. And having these little goals, these little ideas, lead to the next idea, just like Dr. Thor talked about, right? Just like he talked about. Now, he's a doctor of religious science. He has a lot of knowledge. He was in my class, and I looked up to him because he's been studying a long time. He's out there at Global Truth Center, and I just love Dr. Thor. Am I saying your name? I feel like I keep saying it wrong. Kalian?
Yeah, Kalyan.
Kalian. Kalian. How am I going to remember that? Kalian.
Or if you want to say Kalyan, that works.
Kalyan.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful, and I keep messing it up. From Kalyan. Advice from a glacier: carve your own path. Carve your own path. Go slow. Channel your strengths. Smooth the way for others. Keep moving forward. Avoid meltdowns. Be cool. Oh, is this a drawing of yours? Look at that, you guys. Kalyan, the beautiful, the genius. I got a love sticker. I got another piece of art. Look at that. Thanks so much for your good energy in the Garden of Good. Here are a couple doodles I've been playing with Suzanne Sangle, plus a love sticker. Enjoy. Peace and love, Kalyan. Plus some wise words from a glacier. So that's one that I got. And then I got one from Gretchen. I found these adorable cards at Target that are all different. By the way, Gretchen, your handwriting is look at her handwriting. Look at it. It's just perfection. I felt like this one belonged to you. What a great first quarter to the Garden of Good. Looking forward to continuing on this journey. Look, it's like a golden heart. You know that's going up on my wall. I love it. And wait, I think I have one more. Okay, this is from Chrysalin, and I feel like I haven't had the time to do this thing where did you guys, has everybody gotten one of these? Where
I'm working on it, not everyone yet.
And then it's got a little Garden of Good sticker. I mean, who are you, my queen? You are the light with this. And then I'll have to read everything like here. Wait, what does this say? Quarter 2 root, fruit. Hi, friend. I've been thinking about my roots and fruits. So far, I'm thinking I will do release with a focus on emotional and physical trauma I'm storing in my cells. That's so powerful. I'm expecting my fruits to consist of self-care, such as meditation, yoga, acupuncture, 5K race, kayaking, nature walks, pickleball, and new friend connections. I have made space on the back of this slip for you to complete your fruits and roots. When you decide and complete it, please mail it back to me. Oh, look at her. I'll mail it back to you. All right. And then
it's going to hold us all accountable together.
I love it. I love it. We talked today about Chrysalin helping me with getting ready for the New York show because I am determined to sell this thing out. So thank you so much, Chrysalin. Thank you, everybody. And thank you, everybody who gives to the garden. I want to give a big shout out to anybody who has given financial contributions to the garden, because you know what? You make my life possible. This dream life of mine, which is to create community and to be able to travel. I mean, it was just like, so, my address, Loretta, is 33 Friendly Way, Asheville. It's the best address ever. 33 Friendly Way, Asheville. Okay. Everybody, we have done so much. We have said so much. We have been together. We have done this thing. Thank you for your love offerings. Thank you for believing in this vision of the Garden of Good for me and my work. And then we're going to have our affirmation card. I told you my root is dedication. The idea is that we make one affirmation card every week. And so this is our 15th. And this is, I am dedicated to living my dreams. Damn it. I am dedicated to living my dreams. Damn it. Okay. Yes, my affirmation card has a curse word on it. And that is it. Home play this week. Home play. Watch your dreams. Watch for your dreams when you're sparked. Also, waking and sleeping. So your walking dreams, your things you want, and also note what you're sleeping. Keep a dream journal this week. I'm just curious to know, maybe next week we can share our dreams. I've had some very interesting dreams lately. Take one step toward a dream this week. If you want some time to yourself, take the morning. Start with the morning. You know, if you want to write the book, start with just, spitballing about it, journaling about it, talking to a friend about it. And then grams and grats. I'm just going to call it grams and grats. So grams are sending out your love in the mail. Cindy Cook-Bellaro, when we had our meeting, me and Cindy and Lisa, she handed me and Lisa stamps. And you would have thought she handed me and Lisa a gold bar. I mean, did we not lose our minds, Lisa? Did we not lose our minds?
It was the greatest gift ever.
We freaked out.
We did freak out.
We freaked out. It was like somebody gave us gold. We were like, oh my God, look at all the garden grams I can send. So thank you, Cindy Cook Valaro. Thank you, everybody who sends grams. Thank you for, affirming that, Lisa. And I just love you. So we're going to close with our sweet Chrislyn is going to give us a meditation, because I love this idea of starting with for the mind section, to start with a poem.
Hello, beautiful friends and gardeners. I'm so happy to be here in this space with you all. I'm going to scroll real quick so I can see everyone. Hi, everybody. Okay, cool. All right, so I wrote this meditation a couple of days ago, and I've done it myself a couple of times, and now I'm really excited to share it with you. So we will get started. First, I want you to find a comfortable position. So take a second. We've been sitting in these chairs for a little while now. Get comfortable and gently close your eyes or lower your gaze if that feels better for you. We're going to start by taking a slow, deep breath in through both of your nostrils and slowly let it go out of your mouth. We're going to do that again, but this time you're going to sigh it out in through your nostrils. Big sigh. Move it out of your body. We're going to let our shoulders drop, our jaw relax. Feel the weight of your body supported by the earth underneath you. Now we're going to slowly and gently bring our mind to the word dream. Let it float gently into your awareness, like a seed being carried by the wind. No pressure, no expectation, just curiosity. Maybe a dream comes to mind, one from childhood, one you're nurturing now, or even one that you've yet to name. Whatever it is, let it rise. Let it be held in your heart and your mind. You are the garden, and your dreams are the seeds. With each breath in, imagining yourself watering that dream. With each breath out, release any fear or doubt that it will not grow. Breathe in nourishment. Breathe out limitation. You don't have to know how it will unfold. You don't even have to make it bloom today. You just have to keep the soil soft, the heart open, and the light steady. Take a moment now to thank yourself for dreaming. I like to place a hand on my heart. Thank you for dreaming, for daring, and for believing, even when the dream is still only just a whisper in the dark. As we start to come back to the present, begin to deepen your breath, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Feel the here and now, but keep that dream tucked gently in your pocket. When you are ready, slowly open your eyes. You are a dreamer. You are a gardener. You are enough. You are loved. You are capable. Thank you for sharing your night with me.
Dream on. Dream on. Let yourself imagine like that, what was gifted to us just now, that the dream is light, that it's gentle, that it's what your soul desires. It's your emergent evolution. It's your urge. It's your natural urge. Allow it to lead you. And I want to say happy Easter to everyone. If you celebrate or if you're going to go to a center, may you find the egg with the most delicious prize inside. And may you resurrect your dreams. Rise again. That's the story of Jesus, the story of rising again. And so I just believe in you. I believe in us. I believe in this community. We are just there's just such a delicious group here. And I am so excited. Next week, try to bring a friend. Let's try to expand this thing. Open our minds to the idea that it could be bigger or that it could attract more people if it's meant to. No pressure. No pressure. Just dream on. I dream that this could reach more people and more people would be playing and having fun. Slay in the dark, gonna make good today. In the dark, gonna create, elevate, celebrate, and love. I'm Amy from the GOG, Garden of Good Creativity. We get free, be me, work it effortlessly. Do what you love and then allow the prosperity. You got this. Make good, make it your own. You know you got the power in your mind, heart, body, and soul to grow dreams, grow faith, grow